Yo, 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 what's up, Diamond family? It's your man Vivi, and welcome back to the VVS Academy. As you guys know, I'm here every week dropping off gems, teaching you to record and mix your music better. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. Look, man, I got a really crazy video for you guys. Today is part 3. We're talking about stop ruining your vocals, right? Today is all about the EQ mistakes you're making that are holding your vocals back, making them sound amateur and unprofessional. All right, so definitely stick around, man. I'm not even going to overtalk it. We're going to jump right into the video right now. But look, if you don't have a template for recording in Pro Tools, check out my free template down below, man. It's a game changer. It handles all the complex routing and everything for you. And all you have to focus on is recording really, really good songs. All right, so go ahead and check that out. It's completely free. Let's dive into the track.
In the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me biggest op, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it. Brody spend the Glock, reload them chops and then we clearing it.
Cool. So this is where we left off at after our compression video. And as you can hear, the vocal sounds good. It's present. It sits in the mix where it should sit. But after adding that compression, it really brought out some of the EQ issues that we could hear within the track. So let's go ahead and pull up an EQ. We'll start off with just the EQ7. Just again, I like using some of these like stock tools because I know that everybody has them, and so it makes things much more simple for you to follow along with me. So the first mistake that you're making with your EQ is you're not determining if you should cut or you should boost. So when we listen to this vocal, I'm hearing low end, but that could mean I need to cut the low end, or it might mean that there's a lack of high end. So try both and figure out which one sounds better. So first, let's figure out where this low end is.
In the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me biggest op, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it. Brody spend the Glock, reload them chops and then we clearing it. Party like a rock star, that's all my niggas coming. Bitch, we really block stars. Shorty never go for nothing. I done had a dream like Martin King, I want this shit different. All my niggas kings, we fucking beasts, we really built different.
Cool. So I think the low end is better because once we cut this out, I don't even have to try it. Once we cut it out, the vocal just seemed like it got brighter, right? It got a little bit too bright, honestly. And so that's why I'm going to give you guys the next thing that you're probably not doing, which is turning the vocal up on the way out of the EQ. So if I cut some frequency here, that means that my vocal got quieter. I need to now boost some volume on the way out. So I'm just going to do half as much. I'm going to just do 1.5 dB because we cut 3 dB here. And now let's listen.
In the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me biggest op, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it. Brody spend the Glock, reload them chops and then we clearing it.
Cool. I think that sounds better. Let's go without it really quickly.
In the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me biggest op, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it.
Yeah, definitely. So that definitely cleaned up our vocal. So the first thing that you're probably not doing is you're not determining whether you should cut or you should boost. And it could be either way. So you got to determine what the song actually needs. Now for this one, I figured we better not boost because one, the hi-hats are going crazy. So we already have a lot of high end already in this track. And two, when I cut the low end, I could hear the high end much more clearly. And so that was another indicator that, we don't need to boost. Cutting was the right choice here. So the second thing I can tell you that you guys are doing wrong is you're relying too much on the visual aspect of your EQ. So everybody has, FabFilter, Pro Q, or using Infinity EQ, or whatever EQ you're using. Most of them have a visualizer on them, right? That'll show you the EQ, the waveforms and the energy, where things lie. And if you rely specifically on that, you're going to do two things. But let's watch it first.
In the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me biggest op, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it. Brody spend the Glock, reload them chops and then we clearing it.
Cool. So the two things that you're going to probably fall into, the two problems if you rely too much on the visual aspect of your EQ, is one, you're probably going to make too many cuts, which is a whole nother problem that's really on the list as well. You're making too many cuts, or you're using too many curves in your EQ. Just just try to, do a few subtle moves to your EQ so that you preserve as much of the natural vocal as possible. So first thing you're going to do is you're probably going to make too many EQ curves. And the second thing you're going to do is probably attack where the actual body of this person body of their voice lives at. So we can see that this section right here is the loudest part of the vocal, right? But I think if we cut this, it's probably going to take away the essence of his voice, or where the majority of his vocal register lives. So let's hear this section soloed.
When the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me.
So now if we cut this, let's just cut it like we did the other one, 3 dB, and let's hear how our vocal starts to sound.
When the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me big and sop, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it. Brody spent the
You hear the difference? I'll bring it in and out again. You can hear it's like the essence. All I can really call it is the essence, but the actual tone of his voice, it lives in here somewhere. So we don't want to cut too much of this. A lot of times I won't touch it at all because that's where his voice actually lives. So it's actually going to sound like him. It's going to sound like the person you recorded. But if you start to cut away the essence, or really the overall tone of their voice, you're going to end up with a vocal that's hollow, and it doesn't really sound like the artist at all. It sounds like, something else.
When the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me big and sop, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it. Brody spent the Glock, reload them chops and then we clearing it. Party like a rock star, that's all my niggas coming.
And as you notice, we went right next to it. So we went over to like the next curve, and you saw how the vocal just kind of opened up when we just removed that frequency. Now the thing is, we still have a curve here, so we are still attenuating or turning down that essence a little bit, but we're doing it in a more subtle, more transparent way. And so it's giving us more of a vocal that's still clear, that still has body, that still has feeling and meaning to it. And you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that. So you want to make sure that you're determining if you should cut or boost first. Second thing you want to make sure is that you are not relying on just the visual aspect of your EQ. You're using your ears as well. You're going to do that through this third thing is an EQ sweep. You've seen me do it on a couple of these EQs already. What I'm doing is actually making a narrow Q, and where you can solo it or not. If your EQ allows solo, go for it. But really what your goal is to boost this a little bit. I say maybe 10 dB or so, and sweep through the frequencies and find out what's wrong. Find out what doesn't sound right.
When the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me big and sop, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it.
You hear how it gets a little nasally and almost distorted up in that frequency range? So remember where we were before in the 430s or so. That was so wide that it's still turning down frequencies all the way up here. Look at these frequencies are still under that umbrella. So I still think I want to keep it right where I had it, but you do want to take the time to sweep through the frequencies and see what stands out and what shouldn't be there. And remember, when you cut, you want to boost on the way out. All right, look, man, these are the tips I'm giving you guys week in and week out. And if you need a little bit more help, drop me a line down below. My name is VV and I'm here for you. Remember, stay humble, make diamonds only. Peace.
When the spring or fall, spared a couple niggas in my past and getting spared again. Stand on what I said, fuck what you said, cause I ain't hearing shit. Call me big and sop, I'm at the top and I ain't sharing it. Brody spent the Glock, reload them chops and then we clearing it. Party like a rock star, that's all my niggas coming. Bitch, we really block stars. Shorty never go for